Hey guys, ILene Vick here for Teaching Adult Coloring with ILene Vick. It is Tuesday, April 1st at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time, and I am live. It is week 14 of 2025, and in my neck of the woods, it is currently 59 degrees with a high of 66 and a low of 41. Welcome to my broadcast. I am here for the next 3 hours for coloring, companionship, chat, friendship, giggles and laughs, pretty pictures, and the what, the how, and the why of adult coloring. Now, what does that mean? I show you what I'm doing, or I talk about what I'm doing. I show you how I'm doing it, and then I explain why I did what I did. Let's get this back into focus here. Oh, come on. Yeah, we'll get there in a few minutes. Welcome to my YouTube peeps who come in and chat with me. That is always delightful. Welcome to my YouTube peeps who will see this broadcast when I download it into my group, Teaching Adult Coloring with ILene Vick. And they'll see it when the broadcast, of course, goes to video. And then welcome to my Facebook peeps who will also see it when I download it into my group, Teaching Adult Coloring with ILene Vick. All right. So I hope that everybody's having a decent Tuesday. No complaints from me at all. Let's see who's popped in. Maggie. Happy Tuesday, happy Tuesday, happy Tuesday, happy Tuesday to one and all, says Maggie. Jonah. Tam Tam. Janie. Miss Grace. Amazing Grace, how sweet the sound. All right. Good to see everybody. Thank you guys for starting to hit that like button. So my two questions for you tonight are, does anybody have an anniversary? Hi, Sandy. Or birthday? And how was your day today? Win, lose, or draw? I'm going to say draw. It's been quiet. Jonah, win. What was your win? Sandy, draw. Janie, draw. Maggie, draw. Tam Tam says, win. I ordered the new Easter Jubilee book. Oh, you'll have it fun. Ah, Sarah has a birthday April 3rd. Jonah, your pastel chalk came today. Definitely a win. Sarah ordered the new Easter PDF. That's right. Oh, you're starting a picture now. Cool. Guys, give me 1 second while I get something to Maggie. Oh, Maggie, you'll print it too, but we'll start tomorrow. Yeah, she's got her nose into the new book as well. All right. Sarah says she loves Easter for the meaning and for being on my birthday 3 times in your lifetime. Isn't that cool? Sarah, don't forget to print a or to do a post a WIP when you start your coloring. All right. So tonight we're working on our buddy color, which we always do. And tonight it is our celebrating St. Patrick's Day Jubilee. I was working on the hair, and look how beautiful that's coming out. I love it. And I've seen some of you guys post your WIPs in the group. That's great. Guys, don't forget to do that, please. So we're working on that. And then I'm going to work out of the Kirby Roseanne's Dark Fairy Tales. And we are currently working on Little Red Riding Hood. Who, by the looks of it, is having a very hard time. Sarah, hopefully you used the ring-a-ding. Jonah, WIP means work in progress. So when somebody's got a posting of something that they're doing, they'll say WIP and then they'll talk about what they're doing. Now, let me show you a quick image of the newest book here. This is the new one that just came out that I will be doing a flip through on Thursday. Isn't that a cutie? And then there's the back of it. That'll show you some of the images that are in there. So if you're ever wondering, of course, when you're thinking about buying it before the flip through, take a look at the back cover. Grace, Maggie will put up the link to this book for you. All right, so let me show you some of these other pictures. Tammy, yours is coming Thursday. Mine's coming Thursday. It really is a cutie. Maggie, do you have that link for Grace? All right. So let's get back to this. Oh, Maggie, no problem. Grace, there's the link from Maggie for the new book. All right. Get your paper towels. Get your pencils, and let's get coloring. Oh, Grace, that was quick. That's right. We don't accept sorry in this group. Meaning people don't have to apologize for little boo-boos. All right. So let me get my... Hurry, ILene, tell her some more while she's got her cart open. Yeah. Well, Grace, if you haven't gotten it, you can get the Celebrating St. Patrick's Day Jubilee as well. All right. I know, Grace. I was joshing you. I knew that you had it. Yeah, I'm going to be posting a list of Easter books for the group that I have available. Bunny Love is a real cute one. Remind me at 10:15 p.m. to post info about all my Easter books. All right. Let me get my scratch pad. Oh, Sarah, Tammy got you one of the Easter books. Cool. Hey, I hope we see Carmen today. Grace, feel free to post your WIPs in the group. Alrighty. So last night I started up on the hair. Yeah, Grace, we'd love to see what you're doing with it. So please start posting in the group, won't you? Once that you finished. All right. It says that Tennessee is both central and eastern. I think there is a portion of Tennessee in the upper right-hand corner, in other words, moving east, that is in the eastern time zone. I think it's around Kingsport. I am in Central Standard Time. Okay, there is my dark color for you, which is a reddish brown. There's my medium. That's right, Cookeville is in central. And here's my light. Now, notice that light color is a goldish brown, and that's what's giving us this really nice center color on these braids. Check it out. Isn't that beautiful? And that's what we've got so far. Now, let's keep going here. Yeah, Grace, I was wondering why you weren't posting your WIPs in the group. Remember, guys, when you put your WIPs in the group, that brings interest to the books, which potentially brings sales, which means that income comes in to support the group. Everything I get from the books go back into the group. All right. Anybody having problems with the hair? Well, Grace, can you post a little more than often than once in a while? We'd love to see what you're up to. All right, let's start with our dark. Oh, excuse me. Not time to get tongue-tied. Well, again, Grace, the WIPs, meaning work in progress, meaning the ones that you aren't finished with, can be posted. It's fun to see people's progress. All right, there's my dark. Guys, I want you to remember that the sales of the books are not for me, it's for the group. And the group is for everybody who enjoys the company that we provide at night. All right, here's our medium. So your sales help promote the group. Sarah, here's the swatch of the 3 colors that I'm using. A reddish brown, a brown brown, and then a gold. All right, cool. So, having said that, that's why it's great when you post your WIPs, because then people can see what we are doing. So, Grace, get those WIPs up. All right, Sarah. Now, here's my light. Isn't that beautiful? Now we've got a little gap right here. And then let's go back to the medium. And get our strands of hair in here. All right, let's get this one up here. So we've got medium and light in our tangled hair here. And that's making this piece look pretty cool. And then I'm going to go back and use my light and we'll blend as necessary. I love how this light color is leaving, for example, this little area of highlight kind of in a U shape. That's what's making this hair look really cool. Okay. Well, Grace, I'm glad to hear that you're going to start posting more often. Okay, now I'm going to do the dark area here on a side by side because it'll make this one on the left make a little more sense. Oh, let's see, I got a little fleck of color here. If you get something like that, very carefully use an X-Acto knife and just pull it off. Okay, there's our dark. And then we'll pop in with our medium. And then we'll pop in with our light. Isn't that pretty? And notice that I'm blending over my medium and my dark. Look how cool that's looking. Okay. And here's our light on this outside strand. Now, I'm going to come back with a little bit of medium. Open notes. And this is where you're going to use your coloring intelligence. And I'm going to darken in this edge just a little bit more, this end. Now, the grayscale doesn't necessarily call for it, but I think it looks better. And I want you to notice that as I'm doing that, that is making the center area lighter. And that's giving us that glow that we like. This is why I tell you, don't go brain dead when you're coloring grayscale. Okay, next area. Here's our dark. Our medium. Anybody having any problems with the hair? And our light. And again, look how that area glows. Okay. Our dark. Now remember, when you color, you have to color with the idea that you're going to be blending whatever you're putting down on paper. That's why you don't pile drive your dark. Now, again, I'm going to go against the grayscale and add a little more dark on the top here on this end. And then we'll come in with our medium. And our light. And if that isn't beautiful, I don't know what is. Okay, next band. I'll tell you what, I'll do the one on the left here. Excuse me. And again, this is where it's going to be really critical to turn your pencil as you color, because we're doing hair strands and we need to have that point as long as possible. There's my dark. Now, this area right here is the cloth of the outfit. So don't color that in. Here's our medium. And then our light. And again, I'm back blending over my previous colors, and that's blending everything in. I love that wispy hair look. Now, we've got a hair that pokes out to the left here. So I use my lightest color to get that. All right, next area. Here's my dark. Now again, I'm going to go against the grain of the grayscale at the top here, and I'm going to go a little bit deeper with my dark here. But at the bottom, it already has that little V that I like. There's my dark. There's my medium. And then my light. All right. I'm going to pull out so you can see. Isn't that gorgeous? And what I'm doing is I'm just going over with my light and I'm just blending it. Anybody having any problems with the hair? Yes, no, maybe? Grace, you're not having any problems? Good. Anybody else? Okay. Tam Tam, you're doing fine? Okay, good. Now, we need to pay attention here to these pieces of hair that are going out a little bit. let's do the dark. Now, again, we have a gap in the hair here. And this gap is supposed to be medium brown, but because it's a little bit dark, I'm going to go with my light brown on this darker gray. And again, I'm doing that because we're getting into a darker area. Now back to my dark. And then I'm going to pop right into my light. And back with my dark again, just to get that a little more raggedy looking. You know how I always tell you, don't go straight across. And I always tell you, don't go brain dead when you're coloring. You can alter your grayscale. Okay. Dark. Now we've got a little bit of the braiding on the sleeve that's overlapping this hair piece. So I'm just going to pop right over that with my color. So there's my dark. Here's our medium. And then our light. Okay, next area underneath the bow. We've got two halves of the bow right here. It's a little darker. There. our center knot, our bow here on the left and a little bit on the right. So watch very carefully how I color this particular grouping. You don't want to mix the bow up with the hair. So there's our dark. And again, I'm going to go against the grayscale and put a little more dark down at the bottom. I think it'll make our hair look better. And then our medium. And then our light. Hold on, let me go back with my medium, just come up here a little more. And then our light. All right. Then the bottom. We've got a little bit of dark here where the hair bunches together. But I'm also going to carry that down a little bit. Now, this bow doesn't have any tails. So I'm going to have to create them. So this part right here is going to be the tail of a bow. And this part over here. All right, let me come down the bottom here. Now this is medium, but I'm making it dark. And that's because I want that dimension. All right. Now I'm going to pop into my light just so that we don't lose it. Plus, this will help you distinguish the tails of the bow a little more. See how that tail is starting to come out right here? There's two light sides to it. And then I'm going to bring my light down here next to my dark. And we'll blend that. And then I'm going to come in with my medium. Oops, got a little more light right here. Then we'll come in with our medium. Again, glide your pencils, don't pound them in to the paper like a jackhammer. And then I'm going to come in with my light to blend that in. We want that soft look on the hair. So again, the light pencil acts like a blender pencil. Okay. Now, this area right here looks a little mushed together to me. So I'm going to come in with my dark. And I'm going to create my shading and make those strands show a little better. Check it out. Everybody see how that dimension is appearing. Oh, that got blurry. And now you can see the tail of the bows a little better. All right. Let's pull out and take a look. What do you think? Oh, Maggie, you're back. Good. All right. Now, before I do any detailed shading on here, because I'm still going to do a little bit more on the hair, let's go up to the top and the side and start working that. I'm going to start on the right hand side. Now, the thing I want you to notice over here is that the dark is not as dark as it was on the braid. So what that should tell you is, again, to not pound your pencils into the paper when you're doing your dark. It's a little lighter version of your darker hair. And if you think about it, that makes sense because the hair is loose up here, whereas down here it's a braid. All right. So get your paper towel to rest your hand on. And take it easy with the application of your pencils. Now, grayscale is all about what looks natural on the paper. It's not just wham bam, thank you ma'am, applying your dark, medium, and light. You need to think about it. So by this eyelash here, this is where I'm running my dark in. And you want to be sure to get in between those eyelashes. Now, let's go back up. In other words, I don't want you to be mindless robots when you're coloring grayscale. So there's my dark. I'm going to put a little bit of dark right here. Hi, Ellie. Alley-oop. Glad to see you. Okay, here's our medium. And let's get our medium here along our strand. And then while I'm here, just to illustrate the point, I'm going to bring in my light, and that way we can see exactly what we're getting. me turn my page. Now we've got a slightly darker strand right here, so I'm going to bring in my medium. And then we've got a light strand here. And then we have a light strand here. Actually, two. And then we have our medium here. And then on this curl coming down here, we have spots of light, so I'm going to put that right in now. And then come in with our medium. Okay. Now I'm going to go back up to the top of my hair here. And we'll continue with our medium strands. Sorry about that interference. And then I'm going to come in with my light at the bottom here. Now, this right here is a little bubble. Don't let that confuse you. But if you don't want to make that a bubble, which I don't, I'm just going to go ahead and use my light. And we'll make that hair sticking out like that. Okay. Now, come back in with your lightest color, because we've got this dark area here from here to here. And you want to take your lightest color and color in the center of that. And lighten up our dark portions, but don't do it on the edges, do it in the middle. Okay. Check it out. I think this is cuteness overload on this particular picture. Okay. Let's start on the top of the hair, or the top of the head, I should say. And let's start working our dark, medium, light. So here's our dark. Our medium.